Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel where skincare is all about progression over perfection because perfection doesn't exist. Today I'm taking it easy, I'm relaxing a bit, I'm physically and mentally tired for a few reasons. But one thing I want to do more on this channel is introduce you to other members of the skincare YouTube community who I love to watch. And today I want to introduce you to one of my favourite vlog type channels, Mehdi. You may recognise him from Wish Trend TV. He is based in Korea and today he's going to share with us some of Korea's best kept beauty product secrets. So today I'm looking forward to seeing a few new products and maybe even brands that I've never heard of. Mehdi's super knowledgeable on not just skincare but brands as well. He just seems to know so much about the brands that he talks about in and out. So I'm super interested. Let's all relax together and see what he has to say. First of all his socials and a link to his channel will be in the top of the description box down below. Let's go.
Hi everyone, welcome to the bright side of the internet. If you know me, congratulations, and if you don't, well, my name is Mehdi. I make vlogs about my life in Korea. It's literally nothing but me talking at you for 10 minutes on a weekly basis. If you think that somehow it could tickle your pickle, be of your interest, my socials are in the description box below and you can subscribe. So today,
his channel, sorry to cut you off, is one of the ones that like you're doing your skincare, you're eating lunch, you're cleaning your room real quick, you know, that you put on in the background and like glance over and you still know what's going on. You learn so much about the country as well. I was meant to go to Korea twice last year and for obvious reasons I didn't. So whenever anyone who's based in Korea who vlogs, I'm kind of obsessed with at the moment because I want to be there. I want to know what it's like, you know, the tourist side and the just everyday living side. Yeah, so I'm a bit obsessed.
Today the vlog is off to an unusual start because it's actually a collaboration with James Welsh. He's my favorite skincare creator on this platform and I feel like our philosophies really align. So I'm really excited to hear what he has to say about this skincare that he's going to react to. Well, James, you've already agreed to that collaboration, so let's stop with the brown nosing. So for today's very exciting collaboration with James, I'm going to introduce to you guys K-Beauty's best kept secrets. Ooh. So these are products that I think it's only a matter of time before they have their moment in the West, but they're already doing very well here in Korea or in Asia. So you guys, I'm actually so mad because I filmed this before and I actually looked so good, but I had no energy whatsoever and I sounded like I was on my deathbed. So here I am again. A few things about me: I'm just a regular grad student in Korea, minding my own business, talking about skincare. I host for Wish Trend TV, which is a channel on YouTube that is trying to educate people on skincare using mainly, you know, the products that are sold on Wish Trend. But not only, so if you're interested, check that out. My skin is kind of normal. I wouldn't even say combination or whatever, like it's just really well behaved. Now, I wasn't born like that. I had to take 2 rounds of Accutane, so I had my fair share of acne and troubles and I had to go through it all, and I came back from the dead to tell you guys the story. So the first step that I have here is the Quinoa One Step Balanced Gel Cleanser by XSY, and I swear to God, skincare has become a competition of who's going to give the longest name to their product. I had never heard of quinoa in skincare before. Apparently it helps calming irritated skin. This is a cleanser. Like, to be honest, I don't really know how to sell it to you guys because a cleanser cleanses. And then the only thing that I look at is really how it makes me feel after I cleanse. With this one, I really feel like I have the same level of moisture in my skin before and after. Like it's...
Yes, not to cut you off again, I'm sorry. I love this brand. I actually have a little sponsorship with them coming this weekend. Axis Y. There's 4 products that I really love, including this cleanser, and your skin does feel untouched after, and I feel that is the way a lot of cleansers are going nowadays. They know that squeaky clean feeling just isn't acceptable nowadays, especially away from kind of like teenage spot clearing, acne clearing skincare. You know, it's not the 90s anymore. That's not what we want. We know how important it is for our skin to still have some moisture in it once we finish cleansing. But yeah, to be honest, that's how unless my cleansers have actives in, that's how I choose my cleansers, how they make me feel after.
I don't know how they did it. It really cleanses your skin without stripping. And I know that you hear like all of the beauty YouTubers say that, but it's it's a thing. K-beauty, actually, one thing that I want to highlight, Korean skincare really transformed, in my opinion, the foam cleansers, because now you have like cleansers by many other brands that aren't as stripping as they would have been in the past. So, you know, kudos to K-beauty. I tend to recommend a lot of different cleansers, and sometimes a lot of people in Southeast Asia or people who don't have access to products that are only sold in the US go for this one for sure, because it's on Yes Style, so you can kind of order it from anywhere. Another thing that I really love about this cleanser, and that is going to freak out a lot of people, is the smell, but it actually doesn't have fragrance. And to be honest, even if it did, I wouldn't have had an issue with it. I don't really care about fragrance in skincare, and sometimes it just feels really good to have a familiar or like a smell that you actually enjoy in your skincare. The products that I'm going to introduce to you guys today are fragrance free, but it's not because I'm anal about it, it's just that it happens to be that way. The second step of my routine is going to be the Innisfree Soybean Energy Essence. Now, don't get mad, sit down, we're gonna talk about it. So Innisfree, one of the biggest brands in K-beauty. Medi, what are you talking about? We're supposed to introduce new K-beauty like items and stuff. This, in my opinion, didn't get the love that it deserves. It's a wonderful, wonderful hydrating.
The sun's come out. I'm obsessed, as I mentioned, with K-beauty. I'm very familiar with Innisfree. It's one of the most iconic and popular K-beauty brands out there. I have not seen this product at all, and I'm on Yes Style every day. I'm on YouTube every day, not watching so much like skincare content, but I feel like I should have come across this product. I have no idea what this one is.
Not like Essence, just the way I like them. It's going to be very hydrating, and it's going to be brightening as well, because it actually has soy extract and arbutin in it. It also has oats in it, which is very calming. I don't know, this essence, it feels like your dog is licking your face, but instead of breaking out from it, your skin is getting brighter and more hydrated.
That's literally my life, is my dog's licking me and then me panicking, thinking about how I'm going to break out after that. Arbutin, I love. I feel like it's always been in Asian skincare for quite a long time, and the Western world is just catching up with it now. But arbutin is one of those ingredients for me that if I got a few dark spots and my skin's looking a little bit dull, and I'm not in a rush to get rid of them in any way, or I'm not experimenting with any new serums or whatever, I like an arbutin toner from like Hada Labo, for example, is what I would use just to help fade it and kind of like help my skin along in the process. So I love that. Oats, nice and soothing. I might have to get this one.
I just really love this. This is one of my most repurchased skincare item in K-beauty. Sometimes either in the summer or in the morning when I'm feeling very lazy or when I'm late, which happens more than I would like to admit, I actually just go with my essence and then I apply my sunscreen, because sometimes you just don't have time. And this plus the sunscreen that I'm going to introduce you guys later in the routine, it's a wonderful combo and I love it. But most of the time I like to have a very long-ish, I don't feel like it's too long, but it's like decently sized skincare routine. And in that case, I like to go in with the Eli Effector by It's Skin. It has licorice root extract, which is one of my favorite brightening ingredients. It gives me a wonderful glow, and it's so damn affordable here in Korea. I don't know about you guys. You know, can't relate. Here in Korea, I literally get it for like $4. I think I emptied 6 or 7 bottles.
What? Okay, hang on, because I used this when I first got into K-beauty, and now they sell on ASOS. So let me see. Oh, they're not on ASOS anymore. No way. But yes, I have used this one before. I believe it was in different packaging. I think it was in completely different packaging back then, but I kind of became obsessed with owning all these It's Skin serums. But again, it's a product no one talks about. It's a brand I believe a lot of people don't really talk about either when they talk about K-beauty.
Of that, and that's just since my coming to Korea, because I didn't know about it before. It's going to be very friendly with all the other ingredients in your routine. You don't really have to fear any compatibility issues. It's just a very nice hydrating serum with polyglutamic acid. You know how everyone is like, oh my god, hyaluronic acid supports like 1,000 times its weight in water, blah blah blah. Well, polyglutamic acid is an overachiever, and it's 4,000 times its weight in water that you can sustain. Now we're going to talk about a moisturizing cream that is definitely one of my discoveries of 2019. I think I discovered it in 2020. It's literally one of those.
I'm not going to show you this one. I'm not going to show you all the products he's talking about. If you want to see all the other secret K-beauty secrets, please go over to his channel and check out the full video. I love the moisturizer he's about to talk about next, and I really want to tell you about it sometime next week. But if you want to know, go and check it out. But this has to be... actually, Medi introduced me to this brand. This has to be one of my favorite moisturizers that I've ever tried for so many different reasons. So please go and check this out over on his channel.
And the final product that you cannot skip for any reason whatsoever is the sunscreen. And I'm going to be using the Round Labs Birch Juice sunscreen, broad spectrum. It's SPF 50 plus, PA4 pluses. And in a climate where people are doubting a lot of sunscreens, especially Korean sunscreens, I wanted to bring you guys a sunscreen that was actually tested by a YouTuber that I watch. Her name is Anoni, and she actually has a lab in which she tested a lot of different sunscreens. This one came out being SPF 56 or 55 despite being labeled 50. It's very moisturizing. If you apply a lot of it at once, it's definitely going to leave you with a very, very temporary white cast that is going to last for like literally 30 seconds. But it is a chemical sunscreen or organic sunscreen, whatever you want to call it. So it's not going to leave a white cast whatsoever after application. It doesn't have a smell. It's a cream-like texture that is going to go on your skin very smooth. I did have days where I had to get my makeup done for shoots and whatnot, and the makeup just went butter smooth. I did not have any issues whatsoever with that. So you do have to keep in mind that these products in Korea are fairly affordable. For me, it's really important for my skincare to be affordable because especially for sunscreen, I want to use and abuse it, and I want to do so without filing for bankruptcy. So these were the items that I introduced to you guys today.
That sounds so nice. So nice. I know a lot of Korean brands especially use the birch sap juice, birch sap water. They often swap it out for water. So you see water at the beginning, they will often use that instead, just for those extra hydrating benefits. When I stopped using hyaluronic acid, this was one of the key ingredients I looked for in my products. There's a brand called eNature that do an amazing toner. I'm going to get that now before I forget to use it again. Hang on. But yes, an ingredient I absolutely loved. I want this sunscreen. What's it called? I'm going to buy it now.
As you can tell, the K-beauty scene is dominated by a lot of calming ingredients rather than vitamin C ingredients, vitamin A ingredients. I feel like in the West, a lot of people overuse active ingredients, and in Korea, they're more about calming, sun protection, and I feel like really that's the kind of route that a lot of people should take for healthy skin. Because after all, a skin that looks good is not necessarily going to be healthy, but a skin that is healthy is most likely going to be looking pretty damn good. Thank you again to James for this opportunity. If you want me to talk at you, just give you unsolicited pieces of advice, and if you want to have a look into my life in Korea, come to my channel. And for my subscribers that are actually not familiar with James, not that I think there's going to be a lot, you should go check out his channel. His skincare content is amazing. The content that he makes with his twin is YouTube at its finest, and he also has a podcast that I religiously listen to whenever it comes out. I'm going to stop talking now, and I'm going to turn off the camera before I flash you because I'm not wearing pants.
Thank you so much to Medi. That was super interesting. That Innisfree essence I've never heard of. You have to go to his channel and check out that moisturizer. It is one of my favorite products of all time ever. And that sunscreen I've already bought just now. I had to pause the video and get it. It's on its way to me now from Korea. So thank you so much again. Definitely go check out his channel. All his socials as well are in the description box, top of the description box. You can check out some reaction videos that I do here, and a few more collaborations. I'll make a collaboration playlist. That'll be there soon. And I'll see you over there. Bye.